morning to all of the friends and teachers. I am Adi Rajesh Rathod here from class 6A to present a story called Wings of Fire, also called Agni Pankh in Hindi. Wings of Fire is the account of a young boy who tries to achieve his dreams, beating all odds. The story ensigns the importance of family, relatives, and friends in helping achieve each other's goals and turning dreams to reality. Written by APJ Abdul Kalam, Honorable former President of India. Wings of Fire is an autobiography capable of inspiring even a common man into becoming a technologist. A well-composed novel which revolves around the life of Mr. Kalam, a renowned scientist, as he shares his experience and admonitions of details of his life. I like the way the book has been put together along with the delicate facts of his personal life, his family background, the pain and the suffering he went through, and recollected himself commendably. The day I finished reading this book, such an influential personality impacted me very deeply, and it gave me a glimpse of how the power of positive thinking can help achieve all odds. The autobiography comprises of a balance of details of the technological and political challenges faced to prosper in its aeronautical and space program. It is also a success story of Dr. Kalam's participative management practices. Also, it gives an insight into the lives of Hindus and Muslims of India and their relationship among each others and among multi-religious communities in India. It teaches us to become a patriotic citizen of our country, shown in the book as a determined Indian and countless effort of its scientists in achieving superiority in aeronautical, space, and rocket technology. The book offers an important lesson of finding success from failures of Indian space and rocket infrastructural programs. A good presentation of the role of other renowned scientists modeling our country's future. This book is full of information and is a recommended choice for every student because this book has the influence and the power to motivate a person to stand out in life. Wings of Fire is a unique model of accomplishing one's goals while fulfilling the promise to its country. As I read through this book, I felt the same humanity that Mr. Kalam felt when he was engaged into the program. A friend recommended me this book and I am glad that he did that. This book is a biology of former India's President Abdul Kalam, which has been co-authored with famous Arun Tiwari, who once had worked with Kalam in the field of military defense research. As from the book itself, this is the story of Kalam, who flourished from darkness into the bright sunlight. His personal and professional effort. This is also the narrative of independent India's struggle for technological self-adequacy and sovereignty in defense systems. A story as much regarding politics as it is regarding science. The story tells us about Kalam's rise from a humble lower middle class family and his narrative of India's efforts in rocket and space technology. Segregated into our sections, the book gradually reaches for the stars, creations, propitiations, and contemplations as a tribute to his mother and father. The book is dedicated to his parents. The first segment relates to the early life of Abul Pakir Jain Labdeep. His recollections of the early days are very suggestive of good old Maghdi setup. He remembers his parents, relatives, and teachers, his most influential characters in the book, adding color to the sections and pictures of that time. This segment covers all his early learning and travel. The next segment is related to Kalam's further education and work experience as his involvement with projects of military defense and space, primarily the SLV-3. This part has many scientific details and is an introduction to defense and space research organization. Kalam is a Aam Aadmi at heart. This is shown in the book in many of his narratives through his interaction with even the insignificant people in the hierarchy like Dr. Brahma Prakash, Proof Satish Dhawan and Proof Vikram Sarabhai. The third segment covers the years from 8 to 1891 when Kalam is posted from ISRO to military defense labs filled with many pictures. This section to keeps us entertained and to imagine he worked mostly in government institutions where bureaucracy and red tapes are the order of the day. The last segment is connected with the later years where Kalam is bestowed upon with stories of awards. With series of awards, his thought and his vision from a proud India. It is almost impossible not to be inspired by the life of M.R. Kalam. This segment, along with the conclusion, also mentions of Kalam's dreams from the year 2020. The book itself is written in simple English and it seems as if the author is speaking out to the reader directly. One must read this for following reasons. India's greatest scientist, Abdul Kalam's story. Military and defense research, missile technology, India's visual space programs, and general knowledge. Throughout the book, there are morals that are for the grooming purposes for everyone, even for the grooming purposes for everyone, even for the administrators. Abdul Kalam tells us how the finest of people can be brought out. Abdul Kalam is referred to as spiritual scientist. His visions and contributions to his country. As a young man, Abdul Kalam was inquisitive and keen to learn more and more about science. Kalam's mentors persuaded him to ponder onto the great opportunity into space science, and by achieving this India will become self-sufficient in aeronautical and rocket science. He was the first one with a vision that India has great potential in its space and satellite development of launch vehicles. SLVs provide as the foundation for a range of state of the art missile technology in India's military. Thank you.